Hello, welcome to the very first All Out Karma Machine podcast. I'm Casey. To my immediate right is Zane. To my left is the loser Max. We love him, but he still sucks. And joining us from the ever so prestigious, but totally not pro-Trump, Liberty University, my good friend Joshua. Say something. Okay, say something again.
Yep, I said words. Hi, guys.
Alright, that's him. Alrighty, so Joshua, you wanted to talk about something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so our topic for today, which we all have agreed upon, is life lessons you've learned from being a gamer, and just from gaming in general. And I'm pretty sure all of us have several things to say on this topic, because we're all gamers, not necessarily hardcore, but we've all played video games and card games and board games and various bits and pieces of whatever, so...
Yeah.
That kind of thing teaches you a lot of lessons, even if you don't necessarily know it right away. So if you give it some thought, you can really get there.
Yes.
I was wondering if anyone noticed me yet.
I did. I noticed you. He's having a good time.
I did. They had to stop this 3 times because...
4 times?
Because I'm the
4
best.
times. He's the worst.
I love you, Zane.
Actually, maybe not even life lessons, really, but just stuff you've learned from being a gamer. Like, for instance... I learned that the Pokemon franchise just completely ran out of inspiration after...
I hate the Pokemon franchise.
The 4th generation.
The only thing redeemable in Pokemon is artwork, and that's it.
Even then, it's...
No life lessons there.
No!
No, there's one.
What's that?
In that, if you get, I think it was Pokemon White for the DS, you'll have a good time for about 15 minutes.
Only 15?
Only 15.
So it's like a quickie.
Yeah.
On Colfax.
Yeah, no, literally.
It's like what, $20 will buy on Colfax. Okay.
Yeah, basically. it's just that 15 minutes, $30 bliss.
Not a family-friendly podcast. This is for the internet.
This is for the internet. Yeah, I was going to say, this is the internet podcast.
We aim to offend here. But yeah, Pokemon, I don't like the game. It's bad. It's a bad game. And this is kind of how I discovered it was a bad game. I was borrowing a DS and Pokemon from a friend, and I was playing. And this hit me. There is nothing to the game except leveling your starter to 100 and then spamming his most powerful weapon his most powerful attack through the Elite Four. That's it. There's no depth to the game. There's nothing there. And because I was playing it, this game is the best, this game is the best. Wait, that's all it is. And I couldn't touch it anymore. I was like, dumb.
It's about the journey, not the destination.
But the journey sucks. It's you riding on, this is something people do. The professional Pokemon players, they stick a coin in their little DS joysticks so that they go on a bike to take steps so that they can grind through the wait time for their eggs to hatch.
Mm.
They do this. They just set their DSs
I've done
down.
that. I wasted 450 hours of my life playing Pokemon Ruby doing that. You have no idea how mind-numbingly boring that is, right?
Yeah, Pokemon is a terrible game.
Number of steps. You had to take steps to actually get the Pokemon eggs to hatch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, no, hold on. You can actually learn a substantial amount of patience from Pokemon.
There we go. Life lesson from
That's a
Pokemon.
life lesson from Pokemon.
Patience, because the game
That's about all you can
sucks.
get out of it, though.
Yeah. No. I mean, because, it's not like a game like Battlefield where it's all about the teamwork, or Rainbow Six Siege.
Tell me when Titus gets back.
Yeah, he's out of a banquet or something.
Yeah.
Well, that just ruined our podcast.
And welcome to the show,
That guy, Josh's roommate, good guy. Anyways, it's not like Rainbow Six Siege where you learn a lot about teamwork, and it's interesting because that game. I was playing Rainbow Six Siege the other day, and I ended up being on a pretty good team with a 10-year-old and some other dude who's probably in his 30s living in his mother's basement,
So kind of like you.
Yeah, so kind of like me. I have some direction. I have a job. I know. I have a job. I'm going to graduate debt-free, so...
Probably. Most likely?
Most likely.
Question?
Gosh, nobody knows. Anyway, yeah. But, it's just strange because that game, you talk to people and there's not a lot of trolls in that game. At least not on mics. And it's a good game. Teamwork's very important.
I don't think it's because a lot of 10-year-olds play that game.
That's true. That one 10-year-old, he was alright. He was calling out and stuff. He's like, this guy's over there. And be like, okay, got it.
If you're 10 years old and playing Rainbow Six Siege, you're most likely going to go to some, what do they call the...
VGHS?
Yes. No, I was going to say...
That's not a real place, though.
I wish
They're
it was.
making it a real place.
Wait, what?
It's a real thing.
What?
Yeah, there's a college who's
Hold on, I'm
having a
googling
legit
this.
course in video gaming, specifically professional gaming.
Sweet.
Yeah, and man, I don't remember everything from the article, but it's like you actually have to log in like a certain amount of hours. You need to like keep your diet good.
Oh,
you need
yeah.
a certain amount of
No.
rest. Like it's a very like
People get after professional gaming like, rah, 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 you guys just play
No,
a video game. No! Like, you actually have to stay in physically good shape because that helps your brain and your hands and like, the muscles and stuff. And it seems really silly, but you have to, or you're not going to do as well. You have to stay very healthy to perform video games at the level that the pros do. It's
and if
crazy.
you're a fan of this series, you like to do parkour, which also requires a balanced diet.
What?
Zane, we all know you're terrible at parkour.
What?
He's saying that Assassin's Creed people like parkour.
I like
which is-
parkour.
which is kind of true.
Keep your shirt on, Zane.
Keep your shirt on, Zane.
Why not? This is already a not family-friendly podcast.
That's true, I did make a promise.
This is a podcast. No one's going to see my nipples.
They are! I'm uploading this to the internet!
Well, the internet has my nipples now.
Okay.
You're welcome, I guess.
So this is great.
You can tell this is our first podcast.
Oh, you can tell that, like, with 10, no, maybe 5 years from now, we get back together and we watch this.
And we're gonna be
It's
like,
like our
oh
reunion.
gosh, what did we do?
No, I'm going to be
hold on, guys,
financially
let's
sound.
focus here, okay?
Sorry.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
Um,
shoot, we're like 6.5 minutes in. We gotta get
We got another, like, 14 to go.
yeah, we gotta get going.
no, the audience has another, 14 to go. For us, this is fun.
We are here to torture you.
It's a ruse. They've caught on, bluff. We better get back to the mothership.
Other life lessons you learn from video games.
Yes, go.
Oh, I got one.
Go.
Okay. Now, again, I'm a fan of Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Not.
And the reason why is because I think there's so much promise in a franchise because I love the lore of Assassin's Creed like
Does
nobody
have
else.
good lore.
It's really good lore and a really good idea. And the problem is, like, it's Ubisoft. They just milk it for what it's worth. And so the bottom line, I think the lesson I've learned out of it is that original... Who are you?
Keep going, Zadith. I'm intrigued.
Thank you. The only decent person other than
Josh was listening.
Yeah, no, Josh is good. You get a high five too.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Totally happened.
But I think with Assassin's Creed, what I've learned, like, I started playing at Assassin's Creed 3 because I'm just a baby, and like from what I've seen of the series is that you have to be able to voice your opinion and push for a better product. Because now Ubisoft is taking a year off of making an Assassin's Creed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
cool.
it. No new Assassin's Creed this year. They're finally taking a step back because
Mhm.
we had Unity. We had...
Syndicate.
Yeah. No, Syndicate was great.
Sure, yeah, sure, but I mean, like, the thing is that they're cranking them out, like,
Yeah.
every other...
Every year. No, every year.
Yeah.
And, like, Assassin's Creed isn't the only one with that problem, obviously.
Mhm.
Well,
but-
there's the EA games. The
oh,
sports-
yeah,
Well,
just crash anyway.
And you have, like, Call of
Yeah.
Duty that literally just reskins their engine every like, 6 months.
Yeah, at
and
least
drops
Ubisoft
all the
has
copy.
promise. And that's why I vouch for that the most, is because, well, okay, they're at least getting self-aware and they're trying
Mhm.
now, as opposed to other companies which are garbage, like EA and Activision.
Mhm.
But, yeah, I think it's just, if you love something, you either let it go or you try to work through it.
Yeah, you got... Well, yeah.
So, with Assassin's Creed. You know?
Rainbow Six Siege is another game that Ubisoft is really working on to improve it, because at launch it had minor issues. It wasn't as bad of a launch as Unity or
Batman Arkham Asylum.
That-
not Asylum. What the crap?
Arkham City?
City. Thank you.
It's a fun game, though.
yeah, or like a similar title, Battlefield 4. It didn't have the sucky launch that Battlefield 4 had because it's a more comparable title.
Yeah.
But they're really working hard to make that game an esport, and I think once they get through a lot of the issues, it's going to be really good. It's a lot of fun. It requires a lot of skill. And And that's something a lot of the players of the game are pushing for. We want this game to be better. This is a great game. It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean that's the life lesson here though. You fight for what you want.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
chances are you're going to get it. I mean, it's not so much. Here's the principle is.
Yeah.
Not like no single snowflake actually believes that it's the cause of the avalanche, but you've got to have all the snowflakes to actually make the avalanche, basically.
True.
You know, and so even if you don't feel like your individual voice is going to do much to solve a particular problem that you see on a wide scale, like with a video game company or whatever it is, if you speak out and start making making progress in just voice your opinion and stuff, you'll become one snowflake in the avalanche, and eventually things are going to change.
Yes.
And this is ultimately, I think, a little bit of a reflection of the free market.
Mm-hmm.
The free market is a beautiful thing. If you want something, let the people that you make make your thing know, because they'll try to please you. Because that's what they do.
The consumer
Otherwise, they're not going to get your money.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
And that's why I've stopped pre-ordering, because pre-ordering is totally ruining video
gosh,
gaming.
yes. Have you guys seen
Pre-ordering's a scam!
podcasts on this podcast?
Oh yeah, I
But
agree with you. I'm sorry. Oops.
No, I was a shh and then yelling it because it's funny.
Yeah. Anyway, go Josh.
Like me.
Nah, it's fine. I didn't have anything else really to add to that point, except that I'm with you there. Pre-orders is a bad idea.
It's just because we look at again like titles like Battlefield 4, right?
Life lesson with pre-orders: don't pay for something if you don't know what you're getting.
Yes, that is the life lessons from there.
Can confirm.
That's so. Don't go to Colfax and be like, "Here's $20," and then it's actually a dude.
As Milo Yiannopoulos would say. Oh my God! Can we please?
Yes.
You were not, actually no. I got a lot of famous people to tweet me back. Mostly Tom Woods and the band Colony House. They really like me on Twitter.
That's fine. That's cool.
It's great.
So I have a life lesson from games, even though they're not video games.
Ooh, what game? Oh,
So I used to play a lot of tabletop RPGs, which are so much fun. Oh my gosh! And like at the surface, it's like you roll this die, you move your thing, you try and kill the thing, get MacGuffin, and it's like at its surface, it's not super in depth. But one thing that I've learned a lot of is like when you get a group of people together to actually commit time to do that, because it takes a lot of time. Zenith is
I do it for the Snapchat. AKA Snapchat. No, picture.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. But like one of the things that you get a lot from tabletop RPGs is you bond with the people that you're with a whole lot more than you would think, because like you're taking probably several hours out of your day to go get MacGuffin from point A to point B, or go kill MacGuffin.
Yay, MacGuffins.
MacGuffins are great.
For those of you who don't know, a
just to
MacGuffin is a
go be a
storytelling
total jerk
device to
in the
move the
universe.
plot.
But it's
Can I just tell my tabletop RPG story real quick here?
yes.
I was on a, let's see, it was a traveler RPG basically, where you're on a spaceship and you have to like pay off your spaceship, and it's like however many millions of credits, and so you have to just make money for like, I don't know, 15 or 20 game sessions just to actually pay off a small portion of your ship and not owe so much on the darn thing, because another life lesson, paying off debt and stuff like that. Anyway, point being, at one point we decided it would be a good enterprise to actually buy a literal barrel of monkeys. So we bought a barrel of 500 cryogenically frozen monkeys and managed to sell it for a 600% profit on the next planet.
Okay, that's fine.
All right then.
I mean, it's a solid plan.
It
I
was
see nothing
amazing.
wrong.
We also defrosted a couple of them and had them on board, so that was fun too.
Sweet.
Okay. Wow.
So another life lesson: sell frozen space monkeys.
600. No. This isn't a life lesson. This is a business.
This is a business proposition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cryogenically frozen monkeys. Really high profit margins.
You heard it here first from All Out Karma Machine.
But so I mean,
Yes.
another. This is a mess, but it's great. Another
It's
smaller thing that I honestly think you learn better from than in school in tabletop RPGs is math, because you have to do a lot of math, because it's not just you roll the dice and then whatever that number comes up as you get to do a certain thing. You also have modifiers that you have to add to it, which is usually just simple addition, but like when you're playing the dice pool system or anything like that, where you have to like add like 6 different dice to see if you failed, succeeded, and then you have to add all your modifiers. You do a lot of stuff, but I think probably one of the things that I like most about tabletops is that, I mean, A, you build a lot of great friendships, but B, you learn how to tell a great story, which honestly at this point in our culture is kind of a dying art, because like you have novels like The Lord of the Rings, the Harry Potter franchise, which I haven't read, but I've heard good things about it because my sister really loves it. And you have the Chronicles of Narnia and stuff like that. And like nowadays you have Twilight and the such, and it's like, what garbage are we producing, and why are we producing it?
Yep.
So, and like
all the good stuff was last century, man.
Oh yeah, but like
That was so last century. Oh my god. That game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing about the tabletop RPGs, it really teaches you decision-making skills,
oh
right?
yeah, so much.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, it's not just like the success versus fail rolls. You're also like, should we attack this orc that's like 30,000 levels higher than us? You know,
Risk assessment. You know, you have to determine, like, is it a good idea to do this? Because the chance of failing and the consequences of failing versus the chance of success and the consequences of success. I mean, you have to weigh the options there.
And even, or if it's like a key element of the story, it teaches you creative problem solving. We're like, okay, we're all level 12, and that orc over there is level 30. How do we kill the bastard, right? You know, and you have to be like, okay, we have all of these tools. Do we, you know, stealth tactics, and you just sneak around and kill the orc, right? Or you can just circumvent the orc. Just nope.
Or you play like me and you just rush at the thing and try and kill it.
But that's no.
Now here's the thing. I've never
the
played.
lesson to learn here is that Max doesn't get the lesson.
No, yeah, that's the.
But it's more fun to just beat the shit out of things. Are you kidding me?
Okay, you can't be level 12. You can't beat a level 30 orc at level 12. It's gonna murder you unless you're my friend Grant, who just like rolls.
Natural 20s.
Yeah,
all
more
the
or
time.
less. But
That's another life lesson from tabletop RPGs. You can't count on rolling a nat 20. And that applies to real life as well. So think about that next time you decide it's a good idea to go hit on that awesome woman up at the bar.
Yeah.
You'll probably roll a 1, which is an instant failure.
Wait, are you rolling to decide whether or not
Until
you're
you
gonna...
try to seduce the orc, and then you roll a natural 20, and then you and your orc boyfriend go home, and your parents are scared.
I hate that I don't really understand a whole lot of this. I've never personally played tabletop RPGs, but this sounds fantastic.
I've played some. I need to get a system that my friends built.
We should probably just play tabletop RPGs sometime together.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
It's going to happen.
Yeah, we should. Anyway,
Maybe.
other life lessons from the video games.
Or games.
Or games. Or just talking about games in general. Video games are fun to talk about.
Settlers of Catan is great.
Yes.
Teaches you about the free market.
Trading.
Yes.
Like, seriously. Have you
And you can learn good...
what I'm talking about, right? You're in the situation, and this guy offers you, like, 3 wood for a single brick, and you're like, I really need that wood.
But what does he want? Why does he want this brick?
Well, why does he want the brick? And you decide to take the offer, and suddenly he, like, finishes his longest road and plays 3 victory points from his hand, and he wins, and you're like, dang it.
I remember that because I was that guy.
You were the tradie.
I was the tradee. I was the guy
You
who
got
was
the
like,
lumber?
oh, yeah, I was that guy.
Yep.
And
I need
I
this.
won.
My greed says that I need this lumber, guys. And then you take it, and then you lose. That's great.
Can you say that in a more Scottish accent?
I'm the one who needs this lumber!
Yeah, that's the other thing video games teach you is, like, accents.
Yeah.
No. Television
Yeah.
taught me accents, actually.
Oh, okay.
Television and the internet.
Remember, nothing is...
Oh, yeah,
He taught me accents, but that's a different thing.
Permitted.
Theater's great. High school theater's great. Thank you for watching our very first All-Out Carbon Machine podcast. We apologize, it was a little chaotic. This one here is chaos.
This episode is brought to you by Mama's Messy Kitchen.
No.